Boys and Zooligans, it's another one like the other one. I'm praying as always people are doing better than well. Today, we have an episode with Ayatollah Marv and the Postman um, in regards to Ayatollah Marv blowing smoke out of his butthole about non-realistic views in regards to Compton, California, the Pirus and the Crips.
All of their
Where did my Piru come from?
Mob Piru came. The birth of all of that on the east side came from Ludus Park.
Got you. Okay.
Before the mob, they was Linwood Crips, and all of their OGs used to be Ludus Park. Then they became the mob.
Okay.
The mob. Then you got Hollywood. Before Hollywood, they was Pan-Ass Gangster Crips, and the Ludus Park. Marcus Nunn them then you had Elms Lane, then you had Lime Hood. All of those were created from Ludus Park.
We know the same people and we ain't even from Compton. Like me and Marv, we know the same people and we ain't even from Compton.
So give us a little background on.
Well, as Melvin we go prior to 71. And prior to 71, it was the criminal justice system in dealing with youth was on rehabilitation. So, like he talked about getting arrested 40 times. I was born on Elm Street. I'm from Nightmare on Elm Street, Compton, California.
That's right. Shout out to Elm Street.
Elm Street.
Yeah, well, and at that time, our sets was, we were all treetops because all our streets are named after trees.
Damu Kiway, Professor Melvin, the Postman, you know that vibe. My beloved brother, my elder brother, I gotta correct you on some of your information. I don't know how you come to that conclusion, brother, but I got to help you out. This professor talking to you. I'm coming from a sincere, dear place. I'm coming to you with love. I am not trying to admonish you, but I am here to correct you. First and foremost, my dear beloved brother, Ayatollah Marv. We never met, but I did get a chance to see your video on Cam Capone TV, okay? First and foremost, you made the statement that you were born in 1950. Most of the guys, if you go back and take a look, Raymond Washington was born in 1953. He started the Crips. That made you 3 years older than Raymond. So, therefore, the Pirus came in around about 71. So most of those guys, they were relatively around 17, 18, and 71, right? Maybe it might be too late, but however it goes, brother, your timeline don't fit. That means that cats that were younger than you happen to be following. Secondly, I grew up in Fruittown. I know a bunch of people from over there. I know a few people from over there out who we know as the trees. That came later, brother. There was Westside Piru, there was Fruittown Piru, okay? There was Westside Piru, there was Fruittown Piru, okay? Before there were Fruittown Piru, there was the Orange Street Boys. Now, you had people like Zachary McGee, Ron Mosley, Tim Mosley, Jeffrey Evers, Frank and Tone, that lived over what we know referred to as the trees. And none of them brothers claimed the trees at that time. They would either claim it Brewtown or either looters. There was no trees, brother. It just was no trees. Now, I don't know how you configure and how you're doing your math, but if you're doing your math correctly, that makes you older than everybody. That makes you older than Raymond Washington. If you were born in 1950, that makes you older than anybody that, you're the oldest gangbanger. But yet you made the statement, you are the gang. Brother, I don't know at what point and what time you decide to enter this thing we call the gangbang, I know quite a few people. I ain't saying that you're not from where you're from, but I am saying is that your timeline doesn't meet. Secondly, let me get to my other point. You made the statement that Boot Hill, that Nutty Block used to be Boot Hill. Those are two separate entities. Boot Hill resided between Center and the Canal. There was some apartments across the street from Park Village. That was Boot Hill. There was a guy over there. His name was Boot Hill Reggie. He sacrificed a chicken, and he used to come out every morning hollering, "This is Boot Hill, effing whatever." Okay? Thirdly, 165 block was 165 block. They were next to the graveyard, true enough. Then they became NBC, which was Neighborhood Block Crip. Then they became Nutty Block. They were never Boot Hill. The Swamps,